this is your first time here, welcome. If it's your returning visit, welcome back. Hey, did you notice the title of this video? Yeah, how about that? How to be a booth babe in a Me Too era. So you guys, it is January. Life is happening very fast. It's so exciting. And this week is one of the world's largest shows. It is the Las Vegas Convention Center hosting Consumer Electronics Show. This show is so big, it spills over to the Sands Expo, Aria, the Cosmopolitan, name it. CES is taking over Las Vegas this week. And I personally have spent decades, a very long time, working as a brand ambassador or a spokesmodel or a booth attendant, booth hostess, or go ahead and call it what it's been called for a very long time, the booth babe. Yeah, I've been the booth babe for a very long time until lately. So I just wanted to share my story and hopefully help and inspire the brands as well as the fellow brand ambassador. So Me Too movement and Time's Up movement. Thank you for everything that you've done to help bring a voice and justice to survivors of sexual assault, to those who needed to have a voice in the workplace, who didn't feel safe because the person in power has been manipulating them. Me Too and Time's Up are very important. Though, like in California where they do long net fishing and it captures everything in the ocean on top of what they were fishing for, and those extra fish die, I feel like that dragnet, that long net, has happened to the brand ambassador industry by the movements. I don't think it was done intentionally. I think it's just a sideways consequence, and it affects me directly. And that is now where there used to be, I'm talking dozens, 5 or 6 dozen opportunities for working with a brand at a large show. Now there's maybe less than a dozen. Maybe let's just go with 12. There's probably just a handful of opportunities, and I have applied to all of them. And what I'm finding is that many of these opportunities specifically say male. Now, God bless those guys. I mean, guys are awesome. And they have had a role in brand ambassador for as many of the gigs that I've worked. But what I've noticed specifically now is that in the Me Too, Time's Up era, large corporations and brands who used to book 2 dozen, 3 dozen brand ambassadors to staff a booth now are maybe staffing 4, 6, and specifically asking for males. Why? What's the big change? Oh, an ounce of cure is worth a pound of prevention is what I would call it. And that is, instead of bringing on some lovely young ladies to come along and represent the brand, scan badges, provide email assistance, get you the information you need, let's skip all that, says the corporation. Let's not have anybody. Or let's rely solely upon AI or capturing email database from the actual event. I feel like there's been a dragnet of Me Too and Time's Up era, and that it's no longer safe to have a lady working the booth because she might cry wolf. It's true. It's possible that there has been misconduct and that an allegation is 100% true. And I think that what has happened is there is such caution that now where there used to be at least 100 jobs to apply for, which is just a gig, brand ambassador tends to be contract, 1099 work. The beauty of it is you can pick what you work, when you work, where you work. Not anymore. I just wanted to share my story and going forward, give that word of encouragement to you corporations who I get that you have a legal department and you need to protect your brand and your legal entity. Ladies and some gentlemen, if you work as a brand ambassador and you're used to having 4 or 5 gigs a month and now you two are facing the one, I've got some ideas about how to meet in the middle and revitalize the industry for the booth babe. Oh, well, we shouldn't even call it that anymore. The brand ambassador. So going forward, I think above and beyond, it's about having modest dress. Notice this modesty? Whoop, whoop. There have been times in the booths where it's very specific, not in the last 2 years, but prior to this, it was very common to see gorgeous, blonde, busty, tight shirt, heels. I've worked some events where we were paid an additional amount of money to wear heels because I would call it hazard pay. You stand 8 to 9 hours on a cement floor covered with a thin piece of carpet in 4-inch heels. It's painful. It hurts your back. So you would get an additional amount of pay for that. I would say going forward, my big tips for the industry is number 1, modest dress goes forward for everybody. No more tight shirts, no more button shirts so that it can be unbuttoned to here. Just let's all go back to a more modest dress. 2, you gotta keep it sober. So many of the trade shows, they have a lot of opportunities for free cocktail happy hours and parties for networking and mixing, and that is so amazing. But I think when it comes to those working, even though there's a chance to go to these parties, I think that you should pass. Modest dress, keep it sober, and finally, that there has to be a way to build trust and go forward. Finally, that there is accountability on both sides so that you, let's put it this way, like Taylor Swift says, get receipts. Check in with a photo of your dress and check in with a signature on your timestamp when you're signing in. There just needs to be, I think, another measure for accountability in the industry so that, girls, so that we can get back to work. I think that there has been so much retraction on it to cover and save face that there's just been a loss. And ladies, if we're not careful, especially at this show, robots are taking our jobs left and right. I'm really excited about seeing the amount of AI and robot technology. I've been waiting for, like the Jetsons, I've been waiting for Rosie to come clean my house for years. So if Rosie can clean the house, she can also scan the badge and get the email and hand out the information. Oh, going forward, you guys, how to be a booth babe in a Me Too era. I swear the secret is modest dress, keep it sober, and get a receipt. Hey, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And hey, let me know in the comments, has Me Too era or Time's Up era affected you? If it has, how so? Would you let me know in the comments? I'd love to hear from you. Hey, everybody, I'm Cheryl Lynn. This is Makeup University. And remember, you look really gorgeous today. I guess there's a whole other bunny trail to say here because as a female filmmaker, I find that there is such a big push. Oh, we're going to include women, but yet 2017, numbers aren't exactly out for 2018 yet, but in 2017, 1 of every 27 films were directed by women. 1 in 27. Oh, okay, we got to work on that. And if you have an answer or a solution or a suggestion, let me know in the comments. Hey, everybody, thanks for watching.